like. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Max Show. The Morning Max Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand. Big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes. Strings come up and the horns say go. You already know the Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Breaking down the scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can't reach. Caller on the line, laughs in every room. From your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tell your people, get in line. Hit that play button right on time. Big brass, big grin straight through the fog. Start your morning with Mac on the plug. The Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. The Morning Max Show. The Morning Max Show. Say it loud, say it bold. The Morning Max Show. That's the way we roll.
Yeah. It's a new day. Morning Mac.
Wake up, get right, let the day unfold.
Yeah.
New conversation, new stories told.
Yeah.
From the DMV to wherever you go.
Yeah.
You know the frequency, Morning Max Show. Wow.
Yeah.
Come ride with us.
Yeah.
Come ride with us.
Yeah.
Let the morning take you higher.
Morning Mac. That's the vibe. Every weekday. Come inside. 10:30. We alive. Morning Mac. That's the vibe.
The morning got your Monday, get your mind right. Turn up Tuesday, we bring the vibe. Wellness Wednesday, take care of you. Talk till Thursday, what's really true. Then Freaky Friday, we let it all go.
Morning Mac.
Morning man,
Yeah.
that's the vibe.
YouTube, IG, Facebook too. Pull up in the morning, we got something for you. 10:30 to 12:30, Monday through Friday. Morning Mac Show, start your day my way. Morning Mac, that's the vibe. Every weekday, come inside. 10:30, we alive. Morning Mac, that's the vibe.
Grand rising to all you beautiful people out there in the world. This is your girl Reese, aka the best that ever did it, aka you know who this is. Yes, this is me, and I am the proud author of this here book. Is Y'all get y'all copy of Shades of Blue. You got to get it when you look it up. Shades of Blue. Blue is spelled BLU, but you got to also put Shades of Blue by AM Morning. If you don't put AM Morning, the wrong book will come up. I noticed that because a lot of people was like, this not your book. That's not your book. I was like, wait a minute, what y'all putting in? So sometimes they spell blue wrong, but you also got to put in the author's name, which is AM Morning, in the title, and it'll bring up this book. It'll be a book with a tornado on the water. That's Shades of Blue. That's because this storms is always raging, but you see how the rest of the water stay nice and calm. Something is always going on here in America. Something is always going on all over the place, but it doesn't matter how the day goes or what comes your way. What matters is how you handle it when it comes. You know, that's really what matters. Are you going to sink or are you going to swim? You know, you got to get on top of things and get on up there and everything. Baby, let me tell you something. Yesterday after we get off the show, this is Wellness Wednesday, so it's pertaining to wellness. After I paid from the doctor and everything, they wanted me to get this medication and get everything going like I'm supposed to for my vision. Okay, I went for my vision. So Louisa, everybody know Phoenix, and she's also my home health care aide or my nurse or my aide, you know, to give me assistance on a day-to-day basis. Assistant, not assistant. She's for the day-to-day basis. And she asked the doctor, she said, because he said you got to take the drops because my eye pressure was still high, and he's concerned. And he was like, we don't want any other issues. We work so hard to get your vision where it is now. And this is not the time for it to get worse. This is not the time for you coming up with vision loss and all that good stuff. So he said, definitely, I need you to take these drops, and we got to get that air pressure down and all that good stuff. Not air pressure, eye pressure. Excuse me, eye pressure. And that I'll talk about that later on or explain to you guys what that is. It's too much fluid in the eye, too much mercury. And if it gets too much, it's pressure to put pressure on that optic nerve, and it could cause permanent or temporary blindness. Okay, that's so now y'all know why it is very important to get those numbers down. So anyway, after they give you a shot in the eye, I'm taking y'all on a procedure with me inside the doctor's office. I showed it on other shows how they give you an injection in the eye of the anesthesia, you know, the numbing. Then they give you another injection of the actual medication. Well, anyway, Louisa asked them, can she take the drops? Will that, you know, bother her eyes? He said, no. Now, remind you, I've been taking these drops for the last 2 weeks, right? The drops didn't burn or anything. They go in and just make your eye cloudy. And at worst, you could taste it a little while after the medicine go in your eye. You could taste it running down the back of the throat. That's how potent this medicine is. So, and now I'm convinced whatever gets in your eye, it definitely gets in your body. Anytime you can taste medicine from your eyes going down the back of your throat, okay, that's really something. So when we got back, it was time for me to put the drops in my eyes, right? Baby, that burned like hell. I said, what you doing? What you putting in my eye? She said she'll drops. I'm like, because my eyes was on fire. It was bad enough I had a headache from getting the injections and everything. Then they burned me up too. So they poked and prod and then they tried to burn me up. And Louise was like, oh, I'm so sorry. She said, I knew it was going to burn. That's why I asked the doctor, could you go here to take your drops? I'm like, I was just under torture yesterday. And then messing around with the daggone drugstore. We had to go all the way to Waldorf. And it's so funny because the prescription was in, the lady was like, oh yeah, come back after 4:00. Your prescription will be ready. We go back at 6:00, you know. So we about to wrap it up. Louise is about to go home and all that good stuff. We go back at 6:00 and they said, no, your medicine won't be in until Thursday. And we was like, Thursday? That girl said, come back after 4:00. They was like, oh no, we didn't order it. And we was like, what? And I said, you know what that is? She knew she'd get off at 4 o'clock. So she was like, y'all come back after 4. In other words, she tried to say, y'all come back after I'm off. I don't want to deal with this or whatever, because these people ain't do what they're supposed to and order this lady's medicine. She knew that. And we had to go all the way around Marbury Bush. We had to go down to Waldorf, the drugstore in Waldorf. And they sent it on down there all the way to Waldorf just to pick up my diabetes medicine. Man, I'm just telling you, I was livid. I was upset. And I was like, this don't make no sense. Why? Why, Sway? Why? But we still in good spirits. We end up laughing. We end up getting on the podcast late and everything. So I took a negative and turned it into a positive. I enjoyed our ride down there, and I enjoyed our ride back. I was in good company. So me and Louisa, we laughed and we listened to music, and we made the best out of a bad situation. I was able to get my allergy medicine and a new blood pressure kit. So when she get here today, we're going to try out the new cuff to see how it works. So all in all, we turned the negative into a positive. It was either that or wait till Thursday. And Thursday, I know I'll be in the hospital Thursday having that procedure done. So, it was like, what do? You're danged if you do, you're danged if you don't. But now I can track my my glucose levels and all that. I could tell when it's dipping and going down. And it became of great urgency to get that monitor back because Monday, my sugar dropped all the way down to 50. Even though people say, oh, if it's down too low, it's easy to get back up. But what you don't know, or maybe you guys, some of you do, some of you don't, that if it goes down too low, if it gets that level where you can't pull it back up, and you easily go in a coma and pass. And I know several people, they say they passed in their sleep. Hypoglycemia. Yeah, when it's too low. Okay. Let's bring in enough of that. I'm fine this morning. I'm good. I checked my sugar. It was 111. I'm gonna play that number, 111. Still reserved. Oh, that's 211. Never mind. 111 is still good. I'm still gonna play that number. That's a good number. That's my numbers for this morning, and stay within the right range. Good. So let's bring in my super producers. Let's say Grand Rising to Molly Mall and Trey Money.
Morning, everybody. Wake up, tap in, baby. The Morning Max Show. The Morning Max Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that, right?
Yeah.
Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes. Strings come up and the horns say go. You already know the Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max.
What's up, Nacho? I seen your notification first before the countdown. What's up to whoever is sliding through here? What's up, Rick?
What's up, baby?
Nothing in between runs, so I'm just sitting and chilling.
Okay. Where is our fearless leader, Molly Mall?
Somewhere in, behind the scenes.
Somewhere in the Ethernet. Yes. So I was just telling them a bit of our journey yesterday with these daggone doctors and stuff. Me and Weezy, but we laughed. We had a good time. It was a good night. It might have been a little bit longer than we expected, but I tell you.
Thank you, Josh and Kyle, for your notifications. I see it on the morning page. Good morning to y'all. On top of the morning, Grand Rising. Okay.
Yes, Trey, it's Virgo season. Time for all the Virgos to come out and cut up.
I got a message to you. Matt says, Althea, good morning. I'm I'm feeling like between my shrink appointments, it's Wellness Wednesday, so out there, my psychiatrist spoke. This girl I had a restraining order against since 2020. So I think he's saying they're getting some stuff in order with the psychiatrist and everything for a situation he was dealing with. Good morning, everybody.
Grand rising to you, baby. Grand rising to you. Wow. Oh, it's gonna be okay. I have to get my appointments ready with my therapist as well.
Cali Cow. Whatever you read.
What up, sexy boy?
Trey
What you got
Money.
going
Oh,
on?
you getting robbed. Trey, watch your back, Slim. Hey, man, nigga just hopped behind you. Trey, I thought you was in trouble, boy. I seen the same color vest, though. He good. What up, Trey Money? Got Cal in here, L.A. What up, L.A.?
He said Trey get robbed. He get jacked on the film, on camera. Run, Trey, run! Run!
Boy Nacho in here.
I appreciate you for testing your comedic chops this morning, but I was in the van.
Uh-huh. Man was in the van.
It was in the van. Look, Molly got some good eyes because I couldn't see. Well, I can't see right now anyway. But Molly got some good eyes. He'd have helped you out. I'd have been like, "Where's 911?" I'd have got on the phone and called 911.
You already know you would. She had.
Yes, I would. If somebody was jacking him or robbing him, yes, I would. I'd be like, "Look for him. He's in the van. He got a vest on. Look for him. They jacking him." They be like, "Man, where you at?" I don't know. He's somewhere in the DMV. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. It's about that time. Wellness Wednesday. Hey, did y'all hear the story? It came to me. I had to do some digging, and I did some other research, and then checked some other news outlets. Because my auntie brought it to me because she works for USDA and those people. And she was telling me about the Argentina, where they're talking about getting all of this beef imported in for Argentina. Now, what's wrong with the U.S. farmers? Because they're trying to say that the beef is too high, and they're going to, our government is going to import beef from Argentina, another country that I'm like, was that who we was fussing with early last year, or they had a beef with? Was that Argentina? Where the dictator or the president over there, they took over. What was that? It wasn't Brazil. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? They went over there and dethroned the president, or they was taking over. I don't remember if it was Argentina or not. America is all over the place, so many places. But the main thing is that they're gonna import 800,000 metrics or I don't know, metrics or pounds or whatever of beef to America. They were saying because they're trying to bail out Argentina because they said that they're in dire straits as a country that's trying to sustain and survive. But what about bailing out the people here? What about why can't America grow their own stuff, raise their own cattle, or let the people grow and raise their own food if they want to? This law is against you farming the garden and putting the garden in your own backyard. Yet you can't help feed your neighbor, but it's okay for us to go to another country and get their beef. This pushes me more and more to not want to deal with that kind of stuff no more. Because we don't.
It's not fair. What they saying? Like, if they getting more beef from these countries?
They going to these countries and importing the beef. They said because the beef over there is cheaper, and they're saying that we're going to help this country by buying all of they tons and pounds of beef. instead of letting the American farmer or the farmers.
But what they gotta do with our farmers? Cause we still farming and get majority of our beef from here, and it sounds like they trying to find another outsource to get even more beef from. I don't think they just like we not gonna get beef and grow beef here in America. We just gonna get it from here. No, they like we gonna grow beef here and shit in America, and we gonna get their beef from over there. So now
No,
we
well,
get
what it's doing is putting the farmers out of business. That's what
oh,
the
that's what he's
concern
saying.
is. The farms, yeah, going out not being
It
able to
makes sense.
sustain itself because they getting cheaper beef that they're not going to buy. American putting it out of business. And then I was also told about some land or something over there that they was going to start mixing. That's a rumor. I ain't even gonna get to that. I ain't even gonna say that yet because that's a rumor. Because she didn't know. She was just telling me the story. I didn't even know about getting the beef or anything from Argentina. And but everybody hears different horror story from the USDA anyway because they allow so much stuff, harmful stuff, to come in on us anyway. We get the most bullshit imported than any other country, and we the stuff that they're giving us is bad. It's slowly poisoning us, and then now they're saying that now they're going to start importing meats and all that stuff too. And our farmers here, it's just like when they wouldn't let the farmers grow the crops. So now they're going to be priced out of the cattle market, and they're concerned about them losing their business. I don't know, like Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King and all that. I don't know where they're going to get their beef from, where they're going to export it, import it, or do that. I don't know, but it's supposed to be cheaper meat coming in.
They say they want our top trading partners when it comes to beef, them Brazil, Argentina, New Zealand, Canada, Mexico.
Yeah,
And
but with them tariffs,
we trade out 88 to 20% is imported. The rest of it is actually grown here in America. In Nebraska, Kansas, Texas, and Colorado, they got the biggest industry in the world. Like the U.S. has one of the largest brand feed cattle industries in the whole world.
I guess they're trying to keep it afloat and have it surviving because they're saying if they do this from like Argentina, it's going to interfere with the U.S. beef.
It definitely is. Somebody gonna get knocked out.
Yeah.
It ain't gonna be everybody, but eventually they won't have to buy from somebody. But it's like the cars. Most people driving non-American cars. So I don't really get the deal. Most of the clothes we got on is not from America. So the majority of the food that y'all eat is from America. So it's just like, what's the difference? Like all the food should be here, but all the clothes and other devices and chemicals and stuff we use can be from other countries. The hair products that people use can be from other countries. I don't care where the poison come from. They make it here, they make it there. It's still poison to me. I don't think anybody should be eating beef, especially with the things that they doing. So I feel bad for them losing their farms, but I don't eat meat, so it don't really bother me. How you think this would affect for the people who actually eat meat out here, though? How you think this would affect them if they getting the meat from elsewhere instead of here in America? You think that changed anything for the consumer at all?
Well, it's supposed to be cheaper, but come with qualities and because you're talking about hamburger. We don't know what they're mixing with hamburger now. So we don't know what other countries mixing and then shipping and then we don't know now. And like I said, that kind of make me want to move towards veggie burgers or plant-based burgers or something else other than the meat, because I don't trust the process now. I'm really not going to trust it coming from other countries. We don't.
Have you tried anything so far?
No, it's they bringing it over here. I don't.
No, I'm talking about like vegan options, stuff like that as alternative.
Oh yeah, heck yeah. Boca Burger is they got a good burger. Morningstar, got and once you put your lettuce and tomatoes and stuff on there, you really can't. It's just a little slight difference. It tastes good.
What's up, Phoenix?
What up, Weezy?
It tastes good. I gotta try it. It tastes good.
Cal said he definitely feeling like eating less meat lately. Might start making his own veggie burgers. You the chef? Come on, Cal.
You the one with the yams, Slim.
Mhm.
The yams and the lambs.
Yeah, I sent the video in Marley with them talking about it on the news. I mean, they're talking about it on several different, platforms. This was CBS News. I always like to kind of cite the source stuff. I'm like, where? CBS, NBC, since a lot of people don't.
Too.
Jeff, WJLA 7.
CBS News 24/7. Like, nigga, take a break. It's 24/7. Man.
Joining me now for more on this is the United States Cattlemen's Association President, Justin Tupper. Justin, thanks so much for joining us. So I've referenced this Argentina purchase earlier, which came as the USDA unveiled a new comprehensive plan to strengthen the beef industry. What's been the reaction from you and the membership about that?
Thanks, Vlad. Thanks for having us. And we respectfully disagree with bringing in beef from foreign countries is going to bring down the prices. So, I think something. United States, we raise the safest, best protein on the planet. We want to continue to do that. We think you bring in some of that foreign beef, the only ones that'll benefit are the big four packers and the importers by buying it in a cheaper market and selling it in a much higher market. So we respectfully disagree and really push for U.S. beef to raise up their numbers.
Has the president been responsive to the pushback that you and your membership and others here in the United States have signaled to him?
We have reached out, I think, put in requests to discuss other options and some of the things that can benefit raising the cattle numbers. We're at historic low numbers due to quite a few different things, drought, prices, lots of things have come to kind of make quite a special number here where we're as low in cattle numbers as we've been since the 1960s.
Wow. All right. So you no doubt have seen this. The president addressed cattle ranchers directly in a post on Truth Social last week. He said if it weren't for him, the industry would be doing terribly, and that you, meaning you and your members and other cattle ranchers in this country, have to get your prices down. And I'm putting up the quote here so people can actually see. He says it would be nice if they, meaning the cattle ranchers, would understand that, but they also have to get their prices down because the consumer is a very big factor in my thinking also. What was your reaction and your reaction to other ranchers when you saw this?
We definitely understand. We were seeing some of the best prices we've ever seen in the cattle industry, and prices are high. But prices are now just finally catching up to the cost of production for a lot of these people, and finally making some of these producers a living wage. We've been on break-even prices for a long time, and we finally get them up there where we can make a living and try to make sure that generational ranching can continue. We would argue we're not sure the beef is too high. $6.50 for a pound of hamburger versus, say, a latte or a coffee in the morning for $6 or $7, or a bag of potato chips for $5 or $6. The nutritional value in beef much higher.
Justin, when you put it that way, I think a lot of people will see and agree with you. $6.50 for a pound of beef, of hamburger beef, compared to a latte sounds pretty reasonable to me too. Thank you very much, Justin. Hoping this gets resolved and that I appreciate what you said about the generational aspect of farming in this country, not just for cattle ranchers, but across this country, which is in peril now. Thank you very much for joining.
Yep. So you guys, that's the thing. But it makes me it's too high anyway. And when they get it from other countries, I'll be leaning more towards getting plant-based options that taste just as good. I guess the turkey burger market is going to go for people who need that or want the meat and the protein and all of that. But I'm just saying it's always something only in America. What they say, only in America.
Sound like they having a debate. They telling the farmers and stuff that y'all meat costing too much, y'all beef costing too much. He's saying they don't cost that much. 1 pound can cost you a latte, but people not going there and saying, give me 1 pound of beef. You going there getting 10, 20 pounds, and after a while, it add up when it's $6 per pound. That's no different than gas. That's no different than gas being $4 or $5 a gallon. It's like, oh, a gallon is only $5. That's a latte, yeah, but you got to get 30 gallons to fill your car, maybe 40. So basically the president or whoever in control of the president, they saying that if y'all don't go down on y'all prices, so these people can stop getting on our ass about how expensive food is, we gonna get these food from over here, and we gonna be able to sell it cheaper for the consumer. So that's why I say, how do the consumers feel about this? Because yes, America want the meat and everything come from here, but our farmers saying that they gonna charge y'all $6.50, and they saying we get it over here, it might cost you $3.50 now. So it's just like, which one do y'all want? It's like they argue against it, but at the same time they argue that they want cheaper beef. So it's just like, I don't know. I know the people hate Trump, and Trump trying to get the food law, and to do that he got to get it from another country because the people here refuse to go down. So it's just like, I don't know what people argument is. You want the food, you want cheaper beef. If that's the case, you might want to be on Trump and them side to get the food from somewhere else because they refuse to go down here. Or do you want the food be American bought and raised here? If that's the case, you're gonna pay $6.50 because they've been through so much bullshit that they trying to catch up. They've been losing money. So this is the only way they can get back on their feet and get things flowing. They gotta charge $6.50. And then when they get things flowing, they can probably go back down to $5.50 slowly, So it just depends on the consumer. And like I said, I don't eat the bullshit. So it don't bother me, but I want to know how y'all feel about it as consumers. Which side is y'all on? Y'all want to pay cheaper or y'all rather pay more and get it from America?
I'd rather do the USDA because we at least we know better what we're getting versus importing from other countries. And would that also do we don't when we in war, we been beefing with this and that, we okay now, but we don't know what they giving us or how they poison us or what mess they send over. It's just like ordering something from Temu versus going to a JCPenney somewhere getting it. It's a cheaper quality, it's going to be cheaper cut, and they're going to take other shortcuts. I'd rather if I'm going to pay the price, I'd rather pay the price for the better quality of meat. That's just like buying 90 10 versus 80-20. Because 80-20 got filled with fats and all that stuff, so you buy a better quality of a leaner beef. Supposed to be better for you, cutting off the fats and all that. That's how I look at it. And not only that, the ranchers, the farmers, and there'll be people put out of business if these other farms don't sustain. A lot of people lost their farms, have been losing that anyway. So now you're going to impact the meat import, the people that's trying to make a wage, the people that people that actually work these farms and stuff. Yeah. They're in jeopardy of again, just like everybody else has been in jeopardy of losing their job. The economy sucks. And they're cutting SNAP's benefit. They're cutting medical care, Medicaid across the board and everything. It sucks. We're in a bad situation. We've been in a bad situation for some time. It ain't even got nothing to do with Trump. It ain't even got nothing to do.
I hate when you do that.
Somebody coming in? I know what that shit means. Funny man. Don't man with his homie man.
What is up? What is up?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
What is up, funny man?
the funniest man in the world.
Good to see you, son.
Funny man, David Green.
It's good to feel better.
He back.
I'm glad
Ain't
you
got
feeling
nothing to do.
better.
Do like this, Dave. Let me see you, Slim. See you work, Slim. Oh, he back.
David, don't do too much now.
I know. Shoot.
My fault. I don't know. Hey, Dave, good. You ready?
Okay, Dave, you can weigh in on this topic. I know you and Molly being plant-based, y'all don't eat the beef anyway, so y'all can say down with the beef market. But for the
I just don't get it. Like a lot of people, they don't trust a lot of other countries and stuff like that. because they say we go to war with them. They trying to kill us and Americans. Then why are they doing business with them? Like, when you eat from somebody that's trying to kill you, will you trust the food? Won't you assume that they trying to poison you anyway? That's how I know they not at war. It's just like, how y'all at war and
Yeah,
y'all trying to,
yeah.
but at the same time, y'all selling shit over here, we selling shit over there. Everywhere you go is American soil. That's why we can travel and do things. Like, they okay with these people. They was really at war. We won't be going in these places and just vacation and having fun like it's nothing. They just find ways to tax us. They find ways to get money up off it, drain our energy. They can be poisonous, but I don't think America don't know. I think anything they bring in here, America actually look through it to make sure what's in it. If it's everything good and good, but if it's something that can harm them and their family as well, they not letting it through. Or they gonna put it in some certain areas. I just don't. I don't think it's no like China and this place, and I think they all together. I just think they just got different names, like different companies. Burger King, McDonald's, all of them a burger joint, and they all to get you sick. And that's how I
Yep.
look with these countries. They all dictatorship, and they all working together. That's why they signed that damn treaty. They know how to come together and make things work. I don't know. People start growing their own food and start raising their own cattle, then they might be good. And I don't feel bad for a lot of people be losing their farms because we find out how most of them got them. Like, nigga, you gonna lose it just how you got it, motherfucker. Like, they taking it from you, and that's how your ancestors got it, and that's how you got it. They took it. Most of these farmers out here, they got stolen land anyway. So it's just like, I don't care. At the end of the day, too bad y'all figure it out. You know.
And a little bit what Molly was saying, everything, I mean, um, there's money in drama or whatever. You know what I mean? Even like on Facebook, when somebody can do a positive message, but I don't get what, like 5 likes or something like that and all. But let somebody say, yeah, and she knew that I was seeing him, and that it's like 500 comments and 200 likes or something like that and all, because that, you know what I mean. So what Molly's saying and everything, you know what I mean. It's like imaginary beef or whatever. Yeah, people will say, "What about? Well, my uncle fought for this," and I hate to say, but that's his stupidity or whatever. Like, because like I said, you know what I mean. Like, you know what I mean. These are like imaginary wars. These are and everything, because, like I said, they're making money. They're making money off. You know what I mean. These like I said, imaginary beefs and wars and different stuff like that or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's I mean, it's you know what I mean, it's unfortunate because, like I said, I mean, I know a lot of people are going to talk about, you know what I mean, different family members and friends and husbands and everything all that, died in them wars and everything and all. But and plus a lot of stuff that they said that we was over there fighting for or whatever and all was not even the reason. You know what I mean? They're fighting over resources and stuff like that. And the whole time they got us brainwashed thinking it's freedom. I mean, it's got to be a reason that there's got to be a reason that the United States has never had a home war, but
Unless
yet
it was
they're like,
against us,
but,
Nick.
but
Black
yet
wash.
but yet they're the number one hated in the world's eyes. We are the number one terrorists.
I mean, we infiltrate everything, so we look like it definitely looks like to me.
So if we are hated upon so much, then how come nobody's over here attacking us? And I'm not don't nobody say nothing about, well, what about them tires and everything? That was us. That was us.
You know what? We got so much discord and turmoil over here in America with us attacking each other every day. We attacking ourselves. America is attacking itself. Okay. All of this craziness that's
Yeah.
going on.
I mean, as far as, like, you know what I mean, it's like Molly said, if people only knew.
Morning on the
If,
mic.
Somebody stepped in.
Wake up,
Wake
tap
up, tap
in, baby.
in, baby. Come on, tap in.
Max Show, the morning Max Show. Yeah. Coffee on the dash, pages in your hand. Big news, small
What's up? What's up?
at your command. Max got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day fell off, we could fix that right.
So it's Wellness Wednesday, so we're utilizing it, you know. I can see.
Yeah, I'm trying to see something.
Well,
Yeah, people. If people only knew, like in movies and stuff like the behind the scenes or whatever like that, and all of, you know what I mean, like these wars and so-called drama and stuff like that, and all, like it's crazy.
It is. It is.
You know what I
And
mean?
David,
We're like we're like brothers to Israel. You know what I mean? Like
not no
and,
more.
and
They
people
they
and people
fuss. They mad at us too.
and people think that like we're brainwashed to think Israel is like the Bible Israel, but if you do your research and your history and everything and all, you know that the original Israel is in Africa. And you know what I mean, they scattered and everything and all. The people that's over there is Turkish and different ones like that. No, they're not. You know what I mean? They practice them satanic Jewish rituals and stuff like that. No, the blood sacrifices, the you know what I mean, different things like that. No, that is way different than, you know what I mean, that you learn about or whatever like that in the Bible. There are two different, you know what I mean, the true people in Israel now is in Ethiopia and scattered, you know what I mean, different places like that and all. But we sit there and we're sitting there thinking, oh, Israel is so holy because this happened in the Bible and that and all. They're two different people. Them people over there are just as evil as we are over here. They're like brothers. They're allies.
Okay, David, let me reel you back in because we're going off on a different subject. Let me get Venus up to speed. We're talking about Argentina beef being imported over USDA grown beef. How do you feel about that, Venus?
I love it. I think that it's very important that we pay attention to the source. I mean, a lot of our soil over here has lead and all kind of other stuff in it that's not good, and they don't want to they don't want to go ahead and poison their bodies with stuff that they're not used to eating. I know when I eat stuff that I am not used to eating, it makes my body do things to me. Sometimes my stomach will hurt, sometimes I'll get full of gas, sometimes yeah, I think it's very important to be able to respect the source of the food that you eat, you put into your body, because you are what you eat, right? And you don't want to be full of crap.
Yep, that's what they say. How do you feel about them, about the farmers here in the U.S. stating that by them doing this, that they will put their farms and jobs in jeopardy and all that stuff? How does that weigh with you? You don't mind going to another country to get cheaper beef, and putting could potentially, we don't know yet, have you American farmers over here struggling. They're already struggling, but struggling even more.
Well, I mean, in life, there's balances, there's checks and balances. You know, energy is being spent everywhere. So if you spend this energy here, then we'll have to find a way to replace it. If our jobs are if our jobs are in jeopardy, there's got to be a way that we make an improvement. That's what they've been doing with this technology anyway, is finding ways to improve it, make it faster, make it more accessible, and still make it safer, or not. But they have their system set up, and you build on your system. And if your existing system has competitors, you got to beat your competitor out as best you can with what you have, or get better. So, I mean, we don't have access to this good stuff. Yes, we're going to go get some better stuff. And if we want to see our people getting better stuff, then we got to know that we're willing to spend what it takes to get the better stuff that we need for ourselves. So I'm not adverse to that either, because you know, I believe that we all have challenges in this life that we have to face to improve ourselves better. So, yep, yeah, yep.
I agree with you, you know what I mean, about being faster, but they don't give a damn about being no safer. If that was the case, you know what I mean, the food and everything that we over here wouldn't be forbidden in other lands.
I'm on the. I said my opinion. This is my opinion, and I can only speak about what I know about from my experience, and then the work field, especially my field industry, which was the medical field and everything. When it comes to outsourcing, it never went well. Well, you know, I don't know about that. It's just like us giving jobs here, like when Blue Cross Blue Shield, the big insurance company outsourced their work to other countries. It was very challenging, and they took away a lot. They cut a lot. Thousands of people that work for Blue Cross and Blue Shield lost their jobs here. I understand that they're over there trying to raise up or help another country, but I don't want to hurt our country to help another country. We got a lot of help, and we need a lot of help and stuff right here. You know, versus, you know, we're outsourcing the beef or importing beef and everything else that we do. And when they put the tariffs on there, Canada said they're going to put tariffs on there, so the trade going to be difficult for us, the consumers, getting a decent prices because of the tariffs of this and the tariffs of that. So you mean to tell me, even with all the tariffs and stuff, that they're going to be able to get a better price on the beef coming from another country versus people who need jobs here? Let them work jobs, you know, and they're in jeopardy losing jobs and closing farms and all of that. My concern, I'm like President Carter used to be. We need to be more concerned and focus on what goes here in America before we could save another country. We can't even save ourselves. Because I'm looking at the food price go up. I'm looking at medical get across the board getting cut. I'm looking at people benefits getting cut. The people that rely on these benefits getting cut. Of course, we're going to survive because that's what we always do. But how can you save somebody else from drowning if you're drowning? That part I'm trying to.
I think y'all don't get terror. It's like y'all asking for one thing, but then arguing the opposite. If you complaining about food being too much over here, this is the results they trying to do. They trying to help that. The only way they can do that is import from other places, because the people you feel sorry for is charging too much for their beef. The farmers you feel sorry for losing their jobs, they are charging too much for their beef. They the one are putting the food in the stores and charging $6.50 per pound. So they saying if y'all can't go down on y'all food, we're gonna have to import from elsewhere, so the consumers can get it at a cheaper price. But now the consumers saying, well, we worrying about the farmers. The farmers don't give a fuck about you. They've been poisoning the food. It's the same farmers. The same people you over here saying, well, what they gonna do? They don't care. They've been spraying chemicals and all of that on the food. So it's just like, why about you either, exactly? Marty. That's the thing. People assume that Argentina got bad food, right? But do you remember during the soccer game when Argentina, the whole soccer team, shipped 500 kilos of their own beef because it was getting them sick from eating American food? They didn't trust American food because they had too many chemicals and poison in it, that it went so viral that everybody on the internet was talking about it. We talked about it on the show, how the soccer team from other countries won't eat American food because it's so bad, that they was importing their own food. And now we getting that import that they was getting that they like and everybody else like for cheaper, you know. But it just said, I don't trust Argentina, but you trust the devil that been poisoning you for 20, 30 years. You trust the same people who you've been complaining about the food going up every year. These the people
you don't know, Molly, what you get.
You don't know. That's what I'm saying. You don't know, but I know what I'm getting from America already, and it's poison. I know what's been causing cancer. It's been the meat. They've been pumping drugs. Most of the drugs that's sold here and from everywhere go to the food industry. Why is the food industry buying majority of the drugs? Because they pumped into the meat. In these other countries, they don't allow that. Other countries, we had a kid on here yesterday telling how they got the best food in the world in Kuwait because they don't allow that. So we can get this food from these other countries and get it cheaper and have better health results as consumers. I don't care about the farmers, because if they cared, they'd have been making sure the meat was good. But now that's become the issue that people don't want to eat it, and y'all charging too much for poison. You got to get it elsewhere. It don't deal with this with nothing else. That couch you probably sitting on, this chair I'm sitting on, was not made in America. The cars that we driving on the road was not made in America. You know why? Because American cars cost too much. Most times, anything made in America, they charge too much. That's why people go over there and get shirts made. They get shoes made over there in China and then bring it here and sell it. Because people that make product here and sell it here, they charge a lot. So people going to try to outsource to get it cheaper. That don't mean I won't wear it because it came from this country or it came from China. If that's the case, we all need to put up our phones, because none of our phones is literally made in America. So it's just like, what's the difference when it comes to food? It's like y'all getting a better option. Y'all get cheaper food. It's already poison in the food. The chicken's already my size. It's like, so what is we doing? So it's just like, at least give them a chance. Argentina didn't get the food over here, and we already assuming that they trying to poison us. They trying to hurt us. They already been doing that. So I don't know. It's just like we arguing one thing and then we arguing the opposite at the same time. It's like, what do y'all want as American citizens? Y'all want to pay less for food? That's the case. You got to get it from somewhere else. Or y'all got to go at these farmers and say, lower the price. Stop gassing the food. Stop spraying the food. If that's the case, they're going to keep doing it and go up on prices and beg y'all to say, hey, look, they trying to import and we going to lose our jobs. We going to lose our farms. Y'all ain't give a fuck when y'all was spraying us, when y'all was poisoning the food. So it just confused. I can never take up for the double. That just don't make sense. And yeah, it might be another double, but I'm just trying to see which one of the better double we get to choose from, because for none of them ain't no God in even one of them. So it's just like we got to choose which double we want. So far, America been terrible with the food. That's why I don't eat it. I ain't eaten like 10, 11 years, and I see a lot of y'all saying y'all don't want to eat the food. And this before the Argentina talk. There's a lot of people came on and say, I can't eat this no more. I'm trying to stay away from this and that. So it's like, what do we want as people?
Yep. And Molly, no lie, it was a few days ago. I drove through West Virginia, and there was, I think, maybe like 3 or 4 cows that was like the size of a dog.
What?
Yeah.
Big calves, baby. There was baby cows.
No. They was like so small and so skinny or whatever. No, it was like, I'm not talking about like the size of a poodle or whatever like that. No, but I'm saying,
Was it a mini cow?
it was definitely not. Didn't look like a regular cow.
Dang.
Was it a mini cow? Because that's a thing. They have mini cows.
Mini cow. Let me see what
A mini cow?
Mini cow.
No,
I
it
never
was,
heard of a mini cow. Dang, yeah. Hey, I'm gonna pull it up. You might seen a mini cow. I never seen this before. I'm gonna put it up for y'all can see it. I never even heard of a mini cow. I want to get one now. Tell you, these guys look cool, dog. Look, they got their little fur and all that. Say you want to get one of these, Riri. Little mini cow. Hold up, they say they can grow between 500 and 800 pounds. Ain't nothing many about them.
there was no mini cow. Which definitely me? No, it wasn't that mess.
Well, it's still many compared to a dark regular cow. But yeah, these joints look sweet though. I never seen or heard of these. Louisa said, dang, she said a lot. My bad, Weezy. I've been missing your comments. The labor is cheaper internationally, which is why the U.S. will use other countries instead of keeping our business home. Yeah, they got people they making shoes for 10 cents an hour. You know, it's like, hell yeah, we going over there. If I can find somebody to help me make these drinks for $1 an hour or something, shit, I double it up. I tell them I got $2 for you. You know, just come on here and squeeze these lemons for me. We gonna, you know, so and if you got somebody that can do that for cheaper, you can sell it for cheaper. But in America, you know how we is. Shit, I ain't no Mexican. I need 30 an hour. I don't give a fuck what it is. If I'm sitting at a desk and just watching the door for 8 hours, we ask for 20 or more, you know. But other places they like, just give me $5. The money different down there, you know. In some places, some places. And all you know, we wouldn't get the same quality of food from there because it's for the American people. That's just like the curry outs. They do not eat what they serve. Exactly. They don't. You're right, Louisa. Money is competition and profit is their profit, not quality product.
That's what I was saying.
The chickens are Molly's side. Mhm.
That's
We
a
get
big
what
chicken.
she's saying.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to convey.
We said when we visit other countries, we have better quality of food, but when the food is imported, the food is treated different. Yeah, they gotta freeze it, spread, and all that. Basically, one McDonald's burger can be over 100 cows, all ground up for to eat. Yeah, they be grounding different beasts and
And other
stuff.
animals, they were
Yeah,
saying. That's when
hmm that's
when
true.
the person that bought
They
me
in
the story
court.
About how
said,
chickens are inside, but what are they pumping in them? And then Dave Green talking about crackhead cows. Yeah, he said you seen a crackhead cow. Oh man. Mhm.
It was about 3 or 4 of them. I said,
in West Virginia. He said he was driving through West Virginia. And so
yeah, I was like, I said, look at this mess. Look at this mess. Those look like dogs or something.
Y'all
Right
know
when y'all
what
see that
time
blue
it is.
screen, I was about to say, y'all know what time it is when you see the blue screen. Time for Ask
You
Question of the Day. All right, so y'all already know how we do with this. We're gonna break it up into 3 sections. You got the first question, you got a follow up, you got a bonus debate. Starting with ladies first, y'all already know we do with passing it around to the next person. Question is being mentally exhausted just as serious as being physically exhausted? And I'm gonna give it to Reese first.
yes, I believe so. Because everything started in the mind. The mind was control of the body and the rest of you. You know, the mind gives you that oomph, like either keep going or stop and give up. So yeah, I think the mental is stronger. You know how they used to say, mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. That's the Venus. Vivi?
Probably need to unmute your mic.
I'm there right now. This is what it looks like. Okay, mental exhaustion is a real thing, and it's serious because I know that I'm getting over physical exhaustion, but mental exhaustion, you don't exactly know when it's going to be over, and it controls the other thing. It affects the other things in your life and body. So I'm going to say yes, absolutely. Being mentally exhausted is just as serious as being physically exhausted, for sure. And I'm going to pass it to Trey because he's out here working right by now.
All good, all good. Yeah, it's mentally being exhausted just as serious as physical exhaustion. Mentally it matters more. I don't really get physically exhausted too often. I have to really be doing something like all day to be physically exhausted. The mental exhaustion can be a small situation that festered or a bunch of little things that festered and got bigger and didn't get resolved and start piling up or something like that. And that can have me down and out, sleep, or like, want to like do things to kill time, like sleep or smoke or something like that or whatever. But most likely I'm gonna be in the house. I feel like when I ain't got shit in order, I don't want to do too much extra. Just want to go to work, take my ass home. I don't believe in frolicking. Your ass ain't got your money right. You don't need to be out there spending and shit. So, I'm already a homebody by default, so I don't need anything mentally on me that's gonna have me like want to be cooped up in the house all extra and all of that. Mentally, the exhaustion from that, will take me down before physical exhaustion. I'll pass it off to David.
Yeah, I think mentally being exhausted is definitely more serious than physically because you know what I mean. The mental junk controls everything. You know what I mean. Like you can be physically exhausted, but you know what I mean. You have that mind power, or whatever. No, that keep going, keep going, keep going. You know what I mean. Like whether exercising and stuff like that, like okay, and your mind's like, come on, you got a couple more miles, or you got, you know what I mean. But once, you know what I mean, they even have a song, you know what I mean, too legit to quit. You know what I mean? You just keep on your mindset with it. But once your mind says, okay, that's enough, your body agrees. You know what I mean? It's a wrap or whatever. So I do believe that, you know what I mean, being mentally exhausted is worse than physically. What do you think, Molly?
I mean, both of them serious, so it's like just as serious. But I think that mentally exhaustion is way worse than being physically exhausted. But some of them can have their similarities. Some people just don't get proper rest, so they're not eating right. So physically, their body can feel worn down, even if they get enough sleep. So I think a lot of it go to your diet. But mentally exhausted, that deal with a lot of stress, so a lot of people don't know how to deal with losing someone or, just going through an argument or losing a job. So it just don't know how long that might take somebody to actually get through something mentally. Mental can go on for years. Physically, it can take a few days, take a couple of rest days and just recruit and you can get yourself together. But mentally, there's still some people that's probably mentally exhausted and they probably been going on for years. I know people that been in college that just ain't get a break. It's all day, every day. I know a lot of entrepreneurs out here that sometimes they got to just take a break. Sometimes you got to take a day off and just put everything down because you try to get so much done in so little time. When you got to understand, we here for a good time, and it ain't gonna be long. So don't spend most of your time stressing. But I think mentally come with stress. So that always gonna be worse than me. So I think mentally exhausted is way more serious than physical. Follow-up question. If your body is telling you to slow down, but your responsibilities won't let you, what should come first, your health or handling your business, Riri?
I'm going to say your health because health is wealth. If you don't got your health, you laid up in the hospital, what business you going to be handling from the hospital bed? What business is you going to be handling if you let your health decay and it take you out of here? What business you going to be handling then? I do believe that you got to think smart. And I do believe your health should override you handling business. Because if you're not in good health, you're not going to be able to do good business. That's just me. Pass it to VV.
Yeah. I personally, I'm that sort of person who would definitely, go ahead and risk my health. But I know this is a Wellness Wednesday, and I know that what should come first is my health. But I know that if I do go to the hospital, I'll probably be trying to find a notebook so I can figure out another way to work out another solution even while I'm there, because I don't know how to stop. And that's why, to be transparent, I'm experiencing the mental exhaustion like right here in real time. And so I'm really glad for this discussion. And I just want to let y'all know that I appreciate y'all for helping me to line it up so that I can help sort it out a little faster. And I'm going to go ahead and ask David. And I'm going to go ahead and follow up with David Green, please.
Okay, so my answer is health, and I'm I'm a living testament for that, or whatever. You know what I mean? I was always overworking and you know, worrying about, you know what I mean, getting the job done or whatever I got and all, instead of taking care of my health or whatever I got and all. And once, you know what I mean, you put the situation, whatever, over your health, you know what I mean, your health takes over, and next you know what I mean, you can't you can't finish, or you can't yeah, you can't finish whenever you was planning on doing whatever, no, because you know what I mean, you're just completely unhealthy. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? It could start off with like a little situation or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put that off. I'll put that off until I finish this, whatever like that. Now that little situation grows into something big where that has to be put on hold or whatever. You know what I mean? There's no other choice. So I have to go with health. But what do you think, Trey?
My bad. I was trying to get over to the other screen. Let me see. Let's see, if the body tells you to slow down, responsibility is gonna let you. What should come first? Well, if you can, you know, in a perfect world, you wouldn't step into anything that's gonna have you in a chokehold if something small goes left. A lot of people, I realize, set themselves up with a lot naturally. I mean, things they might need. They might need a certain car. They might need to get into a certain whatever. I don't know. But yeah, people often take on things without too much strategic thinking around, like, if this shit go left, or if this don't go right, or if it don't go as planned, what can I do as a backup? So if in a perfect world, I would have a backup, or in a regular world, my world, I would have a backup of some sort. Something is going to help keep stuff rolling if something else goes. I don't want nothing to ever like fall apart because one piece of the puzzle like is missing. So yeah, if your body telling you to slow down and you can't, and you had to pick one, I mean, yeah, my mental health is worth it, but I feel like whatever it is I got into, I knew what I signed up for. So grind that shit out and find ways that you can like ease the the work or the effort you got to put in to sustain whatever you're trying to sustain. You know, that's my answer. I'll pass it off to Molly.
That's tough. That's tough. Like my man Al said, it's the catch-22 because you can be healthy and homeless for sure. You know, but for me, I don't know. It's tricky because I always believe that your health comes first. No matter what you're doing in life, you can have a business, a job. If you get sick and your ass can't go to work, they'll replace you. You know, they don't care. They say, hey, what the doctor saying? You know, if you to the point like my boy Nacho put, he can't go to work. He would like to go to work, but due to his health condition, but I'm bet whatever job he had, somebody's doing it now. It ain't like that job don't exist no more. So we gotta understand that work gonna always be there. Even if you're working for self, it's always gonna be there. And if you're not healthy, you can't do the job anyway. If your physical body ain't up to par, but you know, if you just getting signs to slow down, it ain't nothing serious. You know, I'm the type that I fight through it. You know, it's plenty of times I know I'm getting tired, I'm sleepy, but I find a way to stay up. You know, I throw water in my face, I try to drink some tea with something to just keep me up so I can get the job done. And then when I'm done, I might crash out. But I know I shouldn't do that. I know it ain't healthy, but sometimes it's like it's worth it, you know, and I try to build my body up to being able to do that. So now when I tend to do that, I don't be sleepy. You know, it's just like you gotta basically figure out what times work for you, you know. So if you know at this time I need to go to sleep earlier so I can hang out a little later. But if you're an early person, I need to go sleep early so I can get up a little earlier, you know. So I just know I'm a night owl, you know. So I be up 3, 4 in the
Yeah.
morning. That's when I start sending the link. Then I doze off and I wake up and do the show. So sometimes I'm on here and look like I just woke up, but most time I just woke up, you know. But then my hours, you know, that's what works for me. I like to work at night when it's quiet and ain't nothing going on. But it was plenty of times before I built myself up to do that I just felt drained, you know. And I felt like that when I was a freshman in high school, you know, when we first came in the weight room, I couldn't lift 135 pounds. And I thought I'd never be able to lift it, you know, but a few months in, I was able to lift it. Then about the next year, 200, 225. So it's just like the more you go in, you can build yourself on to do these things. And I know plenty of people who used to eat a lot and they train their stomach to being smaller. So now they only eat about one time. Shit, Reese eat half of a time, you know, and she full, but that's because over time she just stopped eating little dishes here and there, and your stomach will shrink. So I just think whatever you try to do, just try to build your body, be able to do it. Because if you don't, you'll fuck around and crash out, you know, and health always
Mhm.
comes.
Yeah. And you are absolutely right when you said that they will replace you. I'll take my life, for example. I used to work 12, 13 hours a day, easy peasy. I would go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, be there at 6, and won't leave till after 9 o'clock that night. And I just took my responsibility. Like I was essential personnel. That's what I was told, that I was essential personnel. Well, by me being essential personnel, I cracked my hip. I fell on some ice when everybody else, the rest of the world, they said, stay home, daughter, this, that. But because in my mind, I'm like, oh, I'm essential personnel. Oh, my job need me. My job need me. Well, they showed me how much they needed me when I cracked my hip. It couldn't get to work, you know.
Mhm.
And then you be cracked, dead and gone or whatever. They'll send you some flowers, and life keep rolling on, rolling on. Your health
Yep.
is important, and they, you know, and they'll hold your job if they think you coming back. If they don't think you coming back, or you physically can't come back, they'll train somebody else. It's like next, and they, as they should. I'm not saying that they should stop for you, you know, but business keep going. That's why you got to make sure you can keep going. You know, look, hindsight is 2020. I see so much things clearly that a younger me or earlier would have did so much different if I knew what the outcome would be. But you know, you live and learn, trials and tribulations. So yeah, that's all I'm saying on that. What was the third question, Trey?
I'm back driving now. Somebody else got
Oh,
ready.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Do we live in a culture that praises people for being busy, even when they actually burnt out? Do we live in a culture that praises people for being busy, even when they actually burnt out? Riri?
I'm gonna say yeah, because the employer don't care if you burnt out. They want machines. They want you to nonstop because the more work they can get out of you, the more work they give you. That's how they reward your good work ethics. You go to work on time, you show up on time, you do a crackerjack job, and they give you more responsibilities. So do you think they praise you for burning yourself out? Do you think they praise you for being busy? Yeah, they praise you and give you more work and more responsibility. So you could be even more tired, more drained, and all of that. Because you're doing that for them. See, you working hard for them. You know, that's why I'm gonna say this, Molly. I love the fact that you are an entrepreneur. Most of us only are entrepreneurs because if we work hard for somebody else, just imagine how much harder we're gonna work for ourselves. You know, I gave the job 110%. I'm gonna give me 220%, you know. So and that's how we we gotta think. We live in a culture that praises us for being busy, super busy, over busy. And that's unfortunately. And how they praise you, more responsibilities, get more work. You may get a bump in pay, and here it is, but sometimes it's worth it. That's on you. I'm gonna pass it to Venus. I done said my piece.
And I'm going to answer the opposite. I'm going to say, hell no, we don't live in a culture where we praise people for being busy, even when they're actually burned out. We overlook them. We promote our relatives over them, and then we go ahead and kick them to a basement level office space where they share space with the brooms and stuff. They don't appreciate that you burn out for their purpose. I'm watching a friend who's like so passionate about helping the organization that he works for, and he works beyond. He worked beyond his retirement. They see he's on retirement, and they still got him coming in there almost 20 hours a week. Like, I mean, yeah, they figured out a way to keep them working still. It's like they don't appreciate the fact that eventually the person who's burning out needs rest too. They're enjoying 6 vacations when we're saving up 2 weeks to get one. So I mean, no, I'm gonna say we don't live in a culture where we praise people for burning out to do their thing. We sweep them under the rug, and then we take credit and thank ourselves for it. And then I'm going to ask Molly how he feels about it.
I mean, me personally, I praise this, people, just for, staying busy, staying on the grind, but I know they don't really get that much praise as people would think. Most of the people that get praised, they don't really put in that much work. They look like they putting in work. It looked like they putting in work, but for the people that actually putting in work and actually burnt out, they don't have time to get praised. Most time they getting accused that they don't have time to do this, or you never got time for me. You never can make it here, because most times they busy. Most time they putting in time somewhere else to get something else done. They got a bigger goal ahead, so they might got to skip out on certain things. But to say they get praised, I don't know. I think most people get praised for likes, and views, and for having some type of attention, but not for being busy. Like somebody can do a viral video, and after that they don't be doing shit for the rest of the week, but they be getting praised throughout the week because you seen them on something, or you heard they did something, they went viral about something, but that don't mean they busy. Most of the people, they busy, they out there at the drawing board. If they doing music, they in the studio all day, every day, grinding, so I think most of them people that do get praised, that's busy and burnt out, they get praised, but mostly behind doors from people who actually can relate to what they doing out here. So that's what I think. Dave, what's your thoughts on it?
I mean, I got the same argument as Reese, but the different answer or whatever. And that's what I didn't understand what she was saying.
I was being cynical. I was being, that's why I said you get praised by giving you more work. Y'all, nobody caught that. I was being, a little condescending.
But I agree with everybody. No, we don't get enough praise or different things like that, because shoot, in the words of Michael Jackson, all I want to say is they don't really care about us. You know what I mean? We sit there, we bust our butts. Okay, good example. On my job, they took away all bonuses. There's no more no more Christmas bonuses, and no more what you call it, bonuses or whatever. They just made that in play in December or whatever. I got no. And so, I mean, we can sit there and we can bust our butts and everything along. I mean, there's like I said, they're cutting off bonuses. Some places, I mean, they're not doing raises like, I mean, like they used to. And even if they do, I mean, show like appreciation or whatever and all, I mean, it's not like, anything big or whatever. Like you said, Molly, I mean, you get more, I mean, attention or whatever like that, and all like social media or whatever, and all, than, I mean, your actual job or whatever. Yeah, I say, I mean, there's not enough praise or whatever. And like somebody said earlier, you can sit there, there could be a big blizzard or something like that. Oh, you can die or whatever like that. No, coming to work or whatever,
Right.
And you know what I mean? It's like, you know what I mean? They might give me like a little memorial or something like that or something, or you know what I mean, show up at your funeral or something like that. No, but you know what I mean, it's not. I don't know. Like I said, I learned the hard way or whatever. Like and like I think it was like Al said, you know what I mean? They'll replace you in a minute or whatever. So what do you think, Trey?
Let me see. What was it? What did it say? It says to be living in a culture that praises people or praises
Damn,
people for being
Jesus.
busy.
Even when they actually burnt out.
That praises people for being busy when they're actually burnt out. I would say before my generation, yeah, it was all about, you know, I walked 50 miles to go to work every day. Okay, good for you because you had to. So that was that era. More so now, everybody's figuring out the lightest, easiest way to do things, and like avenues to open up for people to be sitting right on their couch, making videos and you know, making content and stuff like that. So nah, not at all. People don't really back up that hard work now. It's about like the easiest way, most efficient or carefree way, lightweight, whatever, that you can get your money without having to break a sweat or kill yourself. And I'm all for that to a certain degree, as long as you don't become like a couch potato because you know you don't want to go out and do shit. But I mean, yeah, I mean this is the time now of convenience, things being easier, everything you want to order can come to your door now. So nah, nothing is about. I don't think anybody's really on the hard work, bust your ass type of mentality anymore. You know.
What up, Rodney? He said he over here watching the wrong show episode, wondering why you
responding to his comments. I seen that like 2 or 3 minutes ago.
Alan said people praises drama and bullshit, not the grinders out here.
Yep.
So that's why it's important to build my own like jobs or other streams of income because I can take time off when necessary. But when you are punching that clock, your job doesn't care, your bills don't stop. Find ways to stack and save and find ways to make money because your job don't care and the bill don't give a fuck. The bills don't give a fuck. Damn.
That's true.
That's crazy.
That's solid.
Yeah.
My boy Nacho with the bonus update. I think it's all about our time management. We can procrastinate on someone, but our own time management is all about our own respect for people. Damn. Folks down for over 9 to 5, just working to die, refuse to work for anyone anymore. I will make my own way by any means necessary, said Allen. He said jobs don't care about the employee. It's 17 people rated that to take that job. I had an incident where as a chef, I turned a dime restaurant to a multi-million-dollar restaurant in a year. And when I got hurt, they didn't give a fuck. After that, I said never again. I have to do my own.
Yep.
Dang, that's crazy words. And we don't need Al no more. We all right.
Listen close, now it's time to ride. One more
Somebody's trying to hear the fourth one. Might be Destiny, might be Phil.
Destiny.
You already know.
Usually Destiny like 12:05.
Turn it up, let it roll. The morning Mac Show. Take the day by the throat.
Hey, that's what I thought. I knew what I knew. What's up?
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. It's still answering questions, so you slide in at the right time. It segued into it.
Mhm.
Are we on the first or second question there? Because I read.
We're on the last question, honey.
Last
It's
question. Oh. Yes, ma'am.
She made it before the time.
Yeah, I can speed run. Is being mentally exhausted just as serious as being physically exhausted? Yes. If you ever have worked a day job or been a stay-at-home mom, you know how exhausting being mentally exhausted can get. The second one says something about if you're thank you. If your body is telling you to slow down, but your responsibilities won't let you, what should come first, your health or your handling your business? I don't have great responses on that because my bitch ass will just keep on going until I've been mentally exhausted lately. I've slept the majority of the last like 3 days because I overwhelmed myself for about a month and a half, and then whenever I crashed, boy did I. So
I get that.
yeah, yeah. I can't say what's more important in the, handling your business or getting your rest on that one because my dumb ass will try to handle business until I can no longer walk. Um, probably taking care of yourself. And then what was the last bit?
Put it out for you.
I'm speed running. I've been here the whole time. Do we live in a culture that praises people for being busy even when they're actually burned out? I ain't never heard a motherfucker hit me up and say, "Hey, I've been so proud of you for being busy as fuck lately." I've never. I mean, does anybody get that? Does anybody like actually get hit up and say, "Hey, I've seen that you've been busy as shit. I'm so proud of you for being busy as shit and not acting burnt out at all." Nobody's ever hit me up for that. So if we live in a culture that praises people for that, I haven't gotten any of it.
I mean, have you ever been on a job where you banging out and you busting out the work and your boss say, "Hey, I see you got through this. Let me give you some more work." That's how, I mean, to me, that's
Yeah.
that's how they praise you, by giving you more work.
Okay, I can see that. No, most of the jobs that I performed, that I actually enjoyed participating in were all considered masculine-esque jobs where they were industry related. So me, a female in a primarily masculine industry, I was hella excited when they tried to give me more to do and trusted me to do more because of how often individuals didn't believe that I could do it in the first place.
Give me an
But
example of a masculine industry job.
welding, I
Okay.
was welding. Yeah, I was welding. I've also done concrete. I've done demolition. Mold removal was a whole other thing of its own. I've worked with electricals. I've done a lot. I like doing jobs that people can look at me and not guess that I've even dabbled in. It feels nice. It's like one of those like I dressed like a boy kind of when I was younger, but I grew up to be a girl that really enjoys tomboy traits, tomboy jobs. So I like doing the more stereotypically masculine jobs. Yeah, yeah,
Dirt job.
yeah. Do the stuff that has me come home with a little bit of black soot on my face, kind of jazz. Yeah, I have to take a shower after kind of job. And for there were of course plenty of individuals that like they'd been there for a long time and they climbed the belt because they've already been through all of this shit, but there were very few times where I got to step up as the one that can handle this shit, and whenever I did, it didn't matter how much fucking work I put into it. It felt so good to be in charge for 2 seconds. As per the burnout, yeah, I'm sure lots of businesses praise the hell out of you working and tell you not to care if things are getting tough. They do that whole leave your life at the door and don't talk about what's going on outside of work while in work to try to make sure that you keep your mind on work. And yeah. The more you think about it, the more I do think that last one might be quite valid.
Let's get some of these comments.
And I think I'm all caught up.
Yeah,
Yep.
you caught up.
You did
We
it.
still gonna add some more to it. That was fast too. Al said he worked for a 5-star restaurant that gave pizza parties for their employees' appreciation. That's messed up. He said so many ways to make money today. It's about the person and me. If you broke, it's on you. Find a motherfucking way. He said, I don't agree, Trey. I don't know which part he talking about. I bust my ass every day to not be broke. Even if I don't see the money now, eventually the connections will benefit me later. Alan says, stay at home, mom/dad is easy. You shouldn't get praised for doing your job. And that was the Destiny. Nowadays, folks just fucking lazy and want to hand out. Nacho say, hey, Destiny. Alan said, my work speaks for itself. Folks can see I'm busy because the products I produce. So being busy is a knowledge when you really have motion.
And I want to add to Alan, not only he produce a lot of products, he get quality products, because you could be a high producer, performer, and produce a bunch of shit. But he has pride and integrity in the stuff that he put out, whether it's his food, whether it's flyers, or whether his graphic designs. He has pride. A lot of the people nowadays, they're lazy. They don't want to do their fucking job. Even you can tell with the attitude when you're trying to call customer service, or when you doing, or you in there face to face with them, like that damn girl yesterday. Come sit there telling me, oh yeah, come back after 4:00. Your prescription to be ready. Oh yeah. And then we get there, and the damn man said, no, we got to order that. And Louisa said, well, why did that girl say that it was ready? We come after 4:00. And the man, like, I don't know why she said that, but her ass was off after 4. That's why she said it. And it wasn't even ordered. We had to go all the way to Waldorf to another damn a drugstore to get the damn medicine. I was livid. Oh, come back Thursday. I'm like, bitch, I'll be in the hospital Thursday. You remember my shit? You told me to come back after 4. I kirked off. That was the second time this week I kirked off because somebody not doing what they supposed to do.
And that's the thing, that as people, we depend on machines so much. So when machine have an error, we go at each other. The machine probably said your medicine was there and will be there for it. It's plenty that I pick up my mother medicine and they say it was ready. And I get there, they ain't ordered it yet. But it happened so many times I started to know, oh, it's a machine error. You know, I can't be mad at this person if the machine told them that, yeah, get here, it be here for. They not making medicine. They don't know me that much to be lying to me. It ain't like they say, hey, this Marley, let's fuck with him. You know, it's just like it happens, you know. So after a while, I know that can happen, you know. So I don't think it was her. I don't think it was you. I think it was the machine. You know, it probably said 4. Now she gone. You come back looking for it. The machine, oh, it ain't there. So I just think that's things that we got to work on as people, though, individually. Hopefully she was there. If she was there, it probably still would have been an argument. But I just think that it's always going to be human error. And that's when it really shows if we really good on that. You know, like when y'all really going through something. You know, it's easy to be nice to people that's nice to you. But it's hard to be nice to people that's not nice to you or not doing what you actually asking them to do. That is tough. Like King was just cussing out the tow people yesterday. I'm like, bro, chill them out. It ain't going to get you your car, you know. But you mother da. You know, because they be saying stuff, you know, but I be thinking most times it be like computer error that cause conflict, you know, that cause confusion. That don't mean that was the case for you, though, but I don't think people just be talking like people, you know.
Louisa got mad, and you know it takes a lot to make her to get upset.
I used to think that. I got to know Weezy now.
She got but no spot on the windshield, you know. It was, you know, we was
play with Weezy intelligence. Yeah, but all right, I get what Al was saying too, though. Like some people gotta have emotion. You know, you got a lot of people want to get praised for what they're doing, and they might be doing something. You know, just like people don't see it, they're not gonna acknowledge it or praise it. But you see somebody going in the gym, grinding every day, you might acknowledge that. Hey, yeah, you said you're gonna get back to the gym. I be seeing you, even if they post it, man. I see you keep it up. You know, there's a lot of people like my cousin. He on the weight loss journey. And every day he go on the treadmill and he posts for an hour. He go live, and I be on it, man. I see you, cuz. Like, cause I see that he putting the work in. But if he would have just post something and say, "Oh yeah, 2 miles today," I don't, you know, like, yeah, you might did that. But he actually showing people that I can do it, you can do it. And he's showing people I'm doing the work. So some people gonna see that and acknowledge that because they see he doing the work. But if somebody just sitting around, they still want to get praised because like I'm doing the work, you know, I be fit, but it's like you're not showing it, people don't see it, they're not gonna acknowledge it. And that don't mean you ain't doing it. You can be doing it in your own home. You don't gotta be acknowledged for it. But people that want to be acknowledged for things, I think they post it. They put it on the internet, they let people see it, and they feed off that. Sometimes I think they might help people. They help them stay motivated to keep doing whatever it is they doing. All they need to see is one comment say, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I love this video. Oh, I love this picture. And they constantly keep doing it, you know. So I just don't need that, you know.
I don't either, Molly. A real hero don't need no recognition.
A real hero don't need no recognition. She's spitting bars out here.
Sit on wax somewhere.
Uh-huh. Hold on, you said I had Bob Evans steal my sauce recipe, Dragon Fast sauce that went natural, and they give me shit. They ain't give him shit. They actually fired me for making the recipe at the restaurant, but I won the lawsuit and only got 5 bands when I know they made hundreds of thousands of dollars for my sauce. That's crazy.
You didn't patent it. Sometimes
out to a villain, boy. See,
we
this
gotta move in the shadows and out. You know they using it, patent it, and then you can charge them for using it because you would be the first one with the patent.
How you create villains, man? What you were saying, Destiny? I heard you about to say something.
That's easier said than done.
Yeah, no, I started talking. It's funny, man. I'm listening. I'm sorry, Boothang. Keep stuttering. I'm here.
I didn't stutter. I said that's easier said than done when she was talking about getting the patent.
Yeah, that costs a lot of money.
Yeah, it does. It's expensive.
Yeah.
I had to get the book patent. It's you got to think of it as an investment. You move the silence and write the patent up and submit it.
Yeah, but it depends on what the patent is for too.
The recipe.
Yeah, but the recipe versus the book is.
Our boy Butterman doing it now. I think it's gonna run him like 30,000 or something, but he getting everything copywritten and trademarked and everything.
Right. That's the recipe. It's easy to do paper like that versus an invention that somebody's making. It's easy to do recipes, books, and stuff like the written stuff. It's easier to get trademarked than it is like if what am I saying? Like if you made this, if you made or you had a patent for another invention, but to get a patent and copywritten and trademark recipes and stuff, and
Alan said you can't patent when you use their products to create the sauce. I didn't make it at home. I made it for Louis lunch meals and originally directly stole it.
Oh, you was there. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I mean, yeah, you live and you learn, Al. You know, I know you picked up something from it. You know, so I just be like, it ain't really losses, it's lessons, and you know, you picked up something from it. The dude who created Android used to work for Apple. You know, he created the apps while he was with Apple. You know, so it just like he could have stayed with Apple and continued to get fucked over. He said, "No, I'm gonna do my own thing." And now you got people out here, Android versus iPhone, but he still got to pay Apple for using the apps that he created while he was under Apple, because when created, he used they equipment, they technology to make this thing. But he paid every year, and he said he paid in pennies over that. So it's just like that's just business. You know, he still became a millionaire, probably a billionaire, but he had to learn from that. You know, so hopefully Al can pick up from that and a lot of other people. But really, you know what I'm saying? I done did shows. I done helped clubs that ain't had not one person walking in it. And, you know, then about a month or so, it's booming. And then once things get to going, they cut me out. And they try to keep things going, but things go right back downhill. So I've been dealing with that a lot. So I don't throw a lot of events and parties like I used to, because a lot of people I was dealing with, they always find a way to try to finesse me out of the situation, even though I'm the one that creating that lifestyle for them, you know. So we live and we learn. Destiny, what you was gonna say? You keep getting quiet. What's that?
Well, Reese said like you don't need the recognition or something like that, and I was muted on accident. But recognition is nice. Recognition is very nice. If you've been, busting your ass for a company and they turned around and give you some kind of all paid trip somewhere, or they have a pizza party, or they give you products, then like for some, after some time, of course it gets null, it gets boring, it gets okay, what better have you got than this? But for individuals that don't have employers that provide that kind of things, whenever they do work for employers that do provide that kind of shit, it feels kind of fucking nice. It's like, oh, wait a second, this place gives a shit about us. I kind of, I'd like to stay here a little bit longer. And that's recognition from an employer. If you've been losing weight and your friends that are around you don't ever say shit, and you've done skinny up and everything, nobody ever acknowledges your weight loss. Like you did that for you, and that's good. You did do that for you at the beginning and middle and end. But if you were on a weight loss journey and you go from being like a 7X and you're down in like 4X and you're still, bigger than you want to be, but you've lost a significant amount of weight, and somebody comes up to you and says plainly, hey, I can tell that you've lost a lot of weight, whatever you were doing lately. You're doing great, keep it up. And then that feels so fucking good. That's part of the positive breeds positive. If you see somebody doing something like that, like I can't imagine being a big person and putting myself on a diet and going to the gym and da because I lose weight by forgetting to fucking eat, and it is not healthy. So for people to go and do the actual healthy thing and to lose weight the proper way, there's so much fucking shit that goes into that I look at it as something you can be proud of. I'm going to tell you, you've done a damn good job, because I sure as hell am not umph enough to go do that shit on my own. So and then every time you show that recognition, you spread a smile somewhere.
Yeah, some people do, but some people don't need the recognition, because just because you say, "Oh, Reese, I can see you losing weight," thank you. That's not going to stop what I'm doing, or it's not even. I don't even let that sink in, because sometimes people will go looking for compliments. You compliments, you get them, thank you, that's nice, but you keep on going, because I'm not losing weight for you, for nobody else, or for nobody to say, "Oh, you look good, you look nice." I'm doing it for me, myself, and my health reasons. So whether you compliment it or not, it ain't gonna stop the grind one way or the other. I'm gonna say thank you and keep it moving, baby. It's just some people look for compliments. Some people need that reinforcements of other people, or that acceptance of other people, and then some people don't. We're all different, Destiny. I'm not saying that it ain't good, it ain't bad. It's 6 in one hand and half a dozen in the other. That's all.
I think validation of the efforts that are being made, toward progress. Those are always good to see. It's not often, so it feels really good when somebody unexpectedly does it, without you looking for it. So I like validation for my efforts. I like also seeing good progress done. But I've been a thin person, and I remember I wanted to gain weight, and nobody congratulated me for finally getting my weight up. But then once I get my weight up, I just kept on making people prouder and got my weight way up. And people do congratulate me when I'm losing weight, but I'm usually gaining weight when they think I lost weight. I don't know what happened, but yeah, validation is a thing that helps, some people feel better, and sometimes it gives you an extra push to keep on doing the effort that you were doing. So I think it's not a bad thing, because somebody somewhere needs it, and you never know if you're the one dishing it out to the person who does.
I think it's always nice to pass it around. a little bit because it keeps the cycle going. But I just want, well, people that I fuck with in my circle, I want them to be able to celebrate those things alone because we can't talk about how cold the world is and all politics, all Trump, all the economy, all this, everybody shiesty, all of this stuff. And then, so it's good to have a balance to push that energy out because it does come back to you when you need it. But I would love for my people to be able to learn how to live without it. Be around people anyway by default that's trying to do what you're trying to do because you'll always hear compliments. Like, I think a lot of people be around people that's not doing shit, so they're not gonna compliment you because they don't want to see you doing a whole bunch of shit, and they ain't got nothing going on under their belt. So if you're around people, what's up, man?
How you doing?
I'm good. If you smell good. You're around people that's doing whatever they on their grind. They're gonna compliment you because y'all grinding at the same time as opposed to somebody that feel like they gotta be envious of what you're doing. Alan said you're a comedian and you need people to acknowledge your craft. I'm a chef. I need people to push my products and acknowledge my food in order to be successful. That's accurate. Yeah, that is a job of validation, really. Joe Public said you got to live and learn. That's true. So all you can do is move forward after you realize something don't serve you.
That's the song. Y'all know the song. You got to live and learn.
Old school shit. I don't know about that, but I know that a lot of people need to try to be what they want to see. I'm more of that person that I give out compliments. Anytime Al sends a video, we tell them we love that video. You killed it.
Always.
It's just like a lot of people just look for that, but they never giving it. I don't care to get it. Like if it comes, I love it. I love when people say, "Man, that video was lit, Maud. I love your pictures. The wedding pictures came out great. I love to hear that. Because that let me know I'm doing good. I mean, I'm doing the right thing. If they say it's bad, I take that as well. I mean, I need to work on something. But it looked like a lot of people always looking to get praise, but they don't never praise nobody. It's like they're like that's what I'm on. It's like even if it's kids going to school, you doing, man, keep up the good work, man. I said, your mom told me you doing great. Like, oh, Slot Top, man, you be killing them beats, boy. I love your music. It's just things like that. I don't care if anybody, acknowledge my work too much, but when I do get it, I do love it, but at the same time, I make sure I'm being the person that I want to see. I want to see a reflection, so I just feel like the more you give that out, the more you might receive it. The more you're not giving that out, the more you probably not receiving it, so it's each his own. But I think like how often do we give out more praise than we actually get it, or we actually the people that actually looking to get more praise than we get it. Like we won't give it unless we get it. Because I know people like nobody be telling me congratulations, so why should I? That's just like that's not how I am.
I feel like go ahead. Sorry.
I was saying, for me, I love complimenting and giving it out. But when you give it back to me, I don't let it. Sometimes people get big heads, and you say, "Oh, you did the job," and they be, "Oh yeah, I did it. I know," and then people change. I'm not one of those people because people in the same breath that they give you compliments, there's a lot of people that really don't mean it. Oh, girl, you killing it. Look at that dress. That bitch need to go home, take that shit off. It's that same kind of stuff. So I don't care if you give me a compliment or not. Like you say, Molly, I don't look for it, but I always congratulate when I see stuff and people doing stuff, and I'm proud of you. I always say, I'm proud of you. Good work. Yay. Let's keep it going because that's part of team building.
But you see, but you mentioned that little part that you mentioned that somebody gave you praise, and you like at the end of the day, you thinking that they don't really mean it. When you turn your back, they like, oh, that bitch that's energy that comes from you. So now it's like,
no, I didn't say that. I did that. I said it can be people.
But I'm saying, why think like that? Why even think like that unless that's something you do? Like that's
not nothing I've done. I've seen that, Molly.
Exactly. You seen it, probably a friend or something did it behind somebody back with you. That's what I'm saying. Like with you or that, and if so you assume and you attach that to everybody else. That's what I'm saying. Nobody can change my perspective on who I am. Like I'm gonna be a genuine person. I'm gonna do it regardless. Somebody give me praise, I'm gonna take it in regardless. I'm not gonna assume that or they just saying that, or they being fake. Because this one time I seen Trey get praise from somebody, and soon he turned his back, they da. I'm not gonna throw that energy on everybody. That's what I'm saying. Most people that think somebody gonna steal from it are most time thieves, you know, or they actually experienced it, you know. But it's saying like now they think everybody that come around them is a thief, you know. Just like I don't know. That's how it looked like that energy just transferred. Like you seen it happen somewhere else, so it don't matter if I praise you. You might be thinking shit, or whatever. Hey man, but soon he turn my back, he gonna say something else. You know, that's just that ain't good. You know, just like what's the point? So it's like when you praise people, is you saying shit behind their back? No. So why would you think somebody else doing it to you? Unless you just know that's just a fucked up individual, then yeah. If you just know that,
what I'm saying, you're not understanding what I'm trying to relate to you, obviously, because you're taking it somewhere else. I'm gonna give you an example. Maybe this bring it home for some of you people that think that my book, for example, when I started writing, they was like, oh yeah, you doing a good thing or you doing a bad thing. It's not gonna stop me from doing my book, my writing book. Y'all, she ain't gonna do this, she ain't gonna do this, or you know, it's not gonna stop me one way or another. What you think what's important is what I think of me and myself. That's what's important. So by somebody praising the book, oh yeah, this is the good book. Oh no, I can't read that book. It got too much filth in it. You know, I always ask you, okay, well, what do you think? And like you said out your own mouth, if you like it, great. If you don't like it, that means I need to work harder. But I'm not going to let nothing stop me from my grind or what I'm doing. So whether I get the praise or not, I'm gonna still do me. Whether I got praise or push for the book, I still wrote it. Is what I'm saying. Y'all understand what I'm getting at?
That's something totally different, you know.
Yeah,
if somebody told you the book was good and I love the book, that's praise. If the book was great, I really like the book, man. You did a great job. And then you assume when they turn around, that book was some shit. That's what you were saying.
I didn't.
That's what you was initially saying.
I said
in the
people
first
can.
time. Yeah, and that's what I was saying. People
I
can.
did not say that.
That's what I'm saying. A mindset like that. I wasn't saying that you literally said that, but you literally said that, but you ain't saying you was saying that, but you saying that you seen that happen plenty of times.
Yeah.
That's what we was talking about. That's what I'm. What are you saying, Dad?
Well, I'd like to make a note on that.
Okay.
If that's okay, just the mindset portion. So I hear you out the end that you're saying you don't automatically think like that. There are a lot of individuals that do. Where they'll hear something that, you know, might sound positive, but they've been through enough negatives and negative people to where their brain immediately assumes that the individual that gave the compliment or said the nice thing had something salty behind it. It's a very common thing. And I just wanted to bring that up and point it out for anybody that may be watching or may be participating that does have that mentality. Remember that you didn't hear them say anything but what you heard. Anything that you convinced yourself that they said that they did not say to your face is something you are saying to yourself. And if you are having problems with that, then you can work on that because you have the power to work on that. Don't assume that anybody says anything that they didn't say to your face. I don't care if somebody says, I know something you don't know, and they come talk to you. Did you hear it? Sorry, I'm just gonna end that there. Cheers.
That was a good point.
You can convince yourself to go.
I love that. Thank you for saying it.
Yeah.
Well, and they say also, you see, it happens a lot. You may need to stop hanging around those people.
Baby, you ain't got to hang around nobody to see. You could be in an environment, you could hear, and you look, you be like, you just look and you observe people. That's what. Sometimes
if you're close enough, Reese, you're around them. If you're close enough, you're around them. If you're checking your surroundings, you're around them. You know, Reese,
right? But he said hanging around there, like in the
like your home.
They are notorious for that.
Telling they
in
everywhere.
The comedy club. That's why when after the show's over, I leave and I don't need to stay around the party because you see so much stuff going on. You like, wow.
We
just but the example.
Go ahead.
Sorry, the example you used was what you were wearing. If somebody gives a fuck what you're wearing, then that if that's the highlight of their day, you know what? Let them go have their sad fucking life. Go be fucking beautiful and show yourself. Be confident and wear whatever the fuck you want to. I have been more confident. It doesn't matter that I got a little chub that doesn't want to fit the rest of the body. It fits what I'm wearing just damn fine, and I feel confident as fuck wearing what I wear. And since I've started expressing my confidence, as I have in the last a year and a half, 2 years, I have slowly watched my friends become more confident and care less what other people think about what they look. So that is good shit. Go be confident. Fuck what anybody else might think, because the way you look, you know what? If it's the highlight of their day, let it be. Let it be.
Let it be.
Be confident.
Alan said you got to be around like-minded people. Some folks don't like to win.
Mm-hmm.
It's not because you got to stay after the show, because you just said that shady shit don't stop you. Alan said
It don't stop me, but I don't got to be part of it. It don't stop me from doing what I do. I do go to the show, do what I need to do, and I do what's required of me. But I ain't got to turn up at the end of the show.
Yeah.
I ain't got to turn up with the
I'm just be there for socialize, have a good time. I'll be more on the positive, and I just remember always going to certain spots and people start pointing out people they don't like. I don't want to hear that shit. That person right there, or that motherfucker, he fake shit. That person, I want to hear who the lit people, who the people being here want to have fun, who the people I should socialize with that's trying to make some money. Who should we be talking to? I'm tired of you pointing out who you don't like, what girl you don't like, or dude you don't like, or this happened, that. I don't care for that. That's only 1% of the damn party, and people would do that. I ain't staying that long because such and such here. I don't give a fuck if such and such here, because such and such and such and such and such and such here too. Like, it just be blowing me. It's like people are ruin their whole night and others' night because somebody there that they might not like. And it's like, nah, I want to know who here that you do like. You here for a reason. Obviously, somebody here invited you that you actually like, so it just, I don't know. I'd be more trying to find out who I should be linking up with more and who I shouldn't be staying away from. It's just like they got that type of energy. We ain't going to click anyway. And sometimes other people's relationships, not my relationship. It's probably people out here that probably can't stand Reese, Trey, all y'all. They might be like, I can't stand her. She da-da-da. They ain't got nothing to do with me. That's my sister. I don't see what you see. Y'all might got some beef from back in junior high, but people would draw that energy on other people. Oh, that person did such and such and such and such. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear about the positive things. Why we here? Did we come here to talk about drama all day, or we came here to network?
Right.
That's network. We've been networking for years now. Look at everybody in the comments. We over 15 views throughout the whole show. We're only about 3 of us in here. We are just sending the link. So networking, communicating, showing love to one each other, us supporting Dave on his shows, LA, everybody. We networking, we shout out each other. And it helps. I love when I hear people say, shout out the Morning Max show. Even little nephew got grandson out there. He shout out the Morning Max show. So y'all share the show. Praises. We love to hear.
Yeah, I seen that.
So nobody can steal my joy because they didn't give it to me. Okay, Al.
I've seen guys. I've seen guys leave bars because their ex-girlfriend was there, and I'm like, bro, just smile and chat with people and pretend like you aren't fazed by that whatsoever. Because do you want them to be like, oh yeah, he still hurts over what we went through, or do you want them to think that you have healed and they ain't shit to you anymore? Yeah. Go have fun.
I want people to be healed and not pretend that so it's cool to look like you don't give a fuck, but I want you, whoever in whatever situation, to actually
acting.
So what? That's it.
Well, sometimes the easiest way to heal, and they say it on stage, right? Was the quickest way to get over a relationship is getting under someone else. Getting over someone is getting.
No.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Yeah, I heard it, but hell no.
Is that true for y'all? I think that's true for women, probably. Because shit,
it ain't true for me.
So when they get that dick up there, and they get that new key up in them, and unlock, they forget about it. Nigga.
I don't know. Is that the same for men? Do men feel like that?
We be hurt, boy. We be shit. We don't even want to put our key in nothing. We don't even work no more. You know, if you really love that person, you know, break up with a girl you ain't really love, then you just gonna be on a whole venture. But if you was really in love with that girl, it take time for us. But I think for girls, they gotta get with somebody else and help them get past it a little faster. You know. No, I don't know. Y'all gotta speak for y'all, but I think it take us some time.
I can't speak for all women. I can just speak for myself. When you out of a relationship, no, you shouldn't just jump right back on a horse because you're taking that old baggage from that relationship back in the new one. You get that time to rest, build yourself back up. You know, just like if you're getting over a cold or you're getting over being sick. You don't run back outside with no shirt on or in the rain so you can get sick all over again. It's such a thing called a relapse. So, no, I got to see it through, get it through the ends because I don't want to make a relapse and be like, no. And that's a false sense of protection. You think you get over one guy, then you grab another one, and then you go, no.
They ain't grabbing none when he was already there anyway. Women think they slick. He was just waiting. He was on the bench. He said, Weezy said she ain't gonna lie. I just was trying to tell Reese earlier you had a petty side. Now she mentioned it.
What'd she say?
He said, I'm gonna tell y'all the only petty side of me, the only pad. When I find out people don't like me or have some form of issues with me, I make sure they see me as much as possible when we're in the same facility. So she the person that's making people uncomfortable and want to leave. That's Weezy right there. Popping up. Yeah.
Get back.
See, then it turned Weezy to a villain. Why do you do that, Weezy? Why? Who got you doing that?
She said because it makes me feel better.
And they said, well, in that case, I don't like you, Weezy. And they say he don't like Weezy. You need to pop up where he at.
I know that's right.
That's funny. You see, I make sure they hear me laughing, enjoying myself. She made sure she heard.
Oh yeah,
that's one thing. She even go speak to them, Trey. She even go speak to them and join the
too. Y'all laugh at shit. If you really, as a guy, if you know what's going on between different women, you watch a woman go over to a group of women. Y'all not talking about shit for them bitches to be laughing that hard. But if they don't like another woman in the same vicinity, it's the funniest. You might as well sign up for comedy right now. Like,
I thought you might as well sign up.
Y'all, girl, no, girls, you don't like this bitch either. Why you laugh for her? Because you don't like the other one. All y'all don't like the same girl. Yeah.
That's petty.
Yeah, that's women.
Everybody gotta like you, Weezy. Everybody don't like light-skinned people with big titties. Some people just don't like y'all.
Yeah.
All y'all like them be light, you know.
Big old titties.
Weezy be out there showing off, man. Let me
make
sure I don't fight nobody Weezy don't like.
That's why you catching eyes. They mad about that shit. You don't like that shit.
Don't forget she got the hips too. They don't like her. She be knocking over shit with her hips. Boom, boom.
Scandalous. That's all right.
Breaking down the scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it's looking reach. Call her on the line, laughs in every room from your front porch chair to your work day Zoom.
They talking I hate them. That's why I do it, Trey, because I want you to know that I know you don't like me. I don't need a group of women to help me. I go to you myself and wait for you to say something. We're gonna get her ass jumped. We're gonna sign her up for Bad Girls Club, man.
Baddie gotta do
Baddie style
girl.
First subscription from Funny Man Green.
Man, what? Baddies, man. It's around that time. Young Destiny. Thanks for tapping in before you got too late, Queen. Give us some good energy before you get up out of here.
Look, guys, I can absolutely show my appreciation for every individual on this cast. Every person here has brought me light in some way or another, just about every damn day since I got introduced to this show. So I'm gonna give y'all my validation. I appreciate everything this show is doing. So keep on going, and if you're watching this show and you're learning, you know that we love you for whoever the hell you are. Keep on coming back, keep commenting, spread some positivity, go be someone you're proud of, and have a great day. Bye.
Bye.
I came trying to see something today. I saw something. I came, I see, and I don't think I'm going anywhere. I also have a certain appreciation for the Morning Mac show. And this topic was right on point today because I definitely was struggling with my mental exhaustion. And now I know I can give myself permission to take a nap, and I will. Say what? I'm going in the wrong direction. Still, I'm going to get there. And I'm not going to take on our new clients for a little while because I'm going to get myself together.
Yeah, don't make it come out New York and make you take a break. You need a break, BB.
I'm going to take a nap. I'm going to take a nap in a little while. I'm going to take
a nap. I know that's right.
You might need that FMG.
I give myself permission to take a nap.
You might need that Funny Man Green special. Man, go make a trip, bro.
The ass eater.
Oh.
Eat that ass. It's like, no. I meant eat them grapes. That's what I meant to say. I didn't say that.
That's our man. Get some good energy, Dad, before we go.
I'm just gonna say, have patience or whatever, no, especially to those who stutter, Destiny, and not tease them. If you have to, take time, get one of them translation earpieces or something like that, and all. And also, Josh says you can give him praise by hitting that Cash App.
That's your good energy.
Yeah, patience.
Patience.
Say my name.
Treat life the same way you would as if you were driving a car. Realize that you are in control of anywhere you go in this lifetime. You need to always check your mirrors, always keep your head on swivel. Like, there's a lot of obstacles out here, but you can control getting to your destination the way you want to control getting to your destination. Don't let nobody bump you off.
The queen.
All right. My good energy is this. Let me apologize first to my family. You guys aren't my friends. I consider you family. So I treat family different. And I go about you guys a different way because it's with love and care from the heart. Now, the friends, those are just the friends, the associates, the other people. They're still on the outside. My inner circle, I love and I care about all of y'all. I act like all of y'all big sister and mother sometimes, and everybody auntie. And that's how I do, my love and stuff. So my group, it counts. Like what I'm saying, like if they say something, because I take everything, y'all may not know this, but everything everybody says, or if they come talk to me, whatever, I take everything into consideration. I may not say nothing, and when I get quiet, it's because I'm thinking. Not because she's not listening or she's not, I'm actually pondering what you say because it means something to me when my folks say it, when my family say it. So let me get that correct when they come in and saying, good job, this and this and that. It's different when your family tell you that. That's them fortifying that love. But when, just the other people, they're like, that's different. So I had to clarify that different energy coming for that. So I wanted to make sure that was heard correctly. And like Joe Button said, what Alan said, you got to live and learn. And my good energy, all y'all go back and listen to that song. You got to live and learn. And Joe Button didn't sing that. I forgot the other group that sing it. But Joe Button sung, I wish it was a baller, I wish it was taller. That was Joe Button. But look up Live and Learn. That was a good song back in the 80s.
Yeah, that was from Portrait. I mean, that was from damn, it was just in my head.
Something
What's
for
it
the
was
people.
about?
No. You got to live and learn.
Was it like Lil Shorty or something like that?
Who sing You Got to Live and Learn? I'll Google it for you.
Oh no, Live and Learn. That was Joe Public. I'm
Joe
talking
Public.
about. Yeah, that was Joe Public. I'm talking about. I wish I was a baller. I wish I was. I think his name
Oh,
like.
that
Lil-
was Joe Button. I wish it was a tall. I wish it had a girl. I would call her. Yeah, that was.
No,
Lil
that wasn't Joe Button. No, that was I think his name was like Lil Shorty or something like that. No, it was like a one hit wonder.
Who sings I wish it was a baller? I wish it was taller. If I had a girl, I would call her.
Was like Special K or something like that.
I see you shaking the tail feather. Be ready to shake that ass on Friday. That's me.
Come on, Skilo.
Yeah, Skilo.
Kilo.
Yeah.
Skilo. Alan, I say Alan. LA said also vote for David Green at 10:40 p.m. so he can get some of his money back from the woman under the bed.
What?
I don't know.
Oh, there's a woman in
At
that.
10:40 p.m. Vote for
Oh,
David
you
Green.
lost me there, buddy.
Hey,
Yeah, he got to get some of his money back.
how much you need, Dave?
Dave, who done took your money, Dave? Again.
I got cheated last time or whatever.
How you look
I
back
thought-
under the bed?
I thought the competition was just the judges. I had all the judges vote, but they went into the comments. So I was hitting people when I was like, "Hey, you don't even got to watch the show. Just at 10:40, tap in. Let's say tap in. Hashtag tap in Funny Man Green." And yeah, I got cheated last time.
Yeah, I stopped
We're
cheating.
gonna have to hit that up real quick.
David, you still a winner to us. You may be a loser to them, but you a winner to us.
No, you're not.
Oh,
No, you're not.
no, I was a winner. I was winner to them.
No,
What you talking about?
like, nah, I'm playing.
I was a winner to them.
That's
why I said, oh, you want to do favoritism, huh? Let me hit everybody up. Let's do this.
Yeah, they sleep. They know a lot of people now. He went on the short bus. He's on the long bus. Hi, Young Weezy. Hi, LA. Appreciate everybody tapping in with us today. We'll be back on Tall Tale Thursday tomorrow. Same time as always, 10:30 to 12:30. Sometimes we go over depending on the conversation. But make sure y'all tap in with us. Y'all be safe out there. Definitely use trade money. Keep them eyes on the road, man. Stop looking at that thing in the left lane, boy. You know, y'all be safe.
Rest in peace to Dolly
Rest in
Parton.
peace. Oh, rest in peace to who?
Dolly
Oh, I'm
Parton.
about to say, whoa.
Yeah,
Oh,
Dolly
all
Parton.
right. Yeah, what's good? Down there.
Yeah, I forgot about that, man. Let's keep my boy Ro. Y'all know I was out here promoting Zaza, you know, the little company, the weed dispensary. The owner passed away the other day. My boy Ro. So yeah, praise to him and his family. And
Rest in
stuff
peace.
out here. I got you, Destiny. Turn up.
Pages in your hand, big news, small laughs, right at your command. Mac got the truth and the jokes on deck. If your day felt rough, we could fix that right. Listen close, now it's time to rise. One more minute, then open your eyes. Strings come up and the horns say go. You already know the Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit beat first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Breaking down the scene with a grin I preach. Hot take in the mix, but it still can reach. Call her on the line, laughs in every room from your front porch chair to your work day Zoom. Hands up, now the countdown's done. One bright moment and here we come. Strings rise high, horns cut through. This one's for you. The Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Tell your people, get in line. Hit that play button right on time. Big brass, big grin straight through the fog. Start your morning with Mac on the pod. The Morning Max Show. Turn it up, let it roll. The Morning Max Show. Take the day by the throat. Hit me first when the world feels slow. The Morning Max Show. Yeah, let's go. The Morning Max Show. The Morning Max Show. Say it loud, say it bold. The Morning Max Show. That's the way we roll.
If you
Later.
need a nap, you can take one too.
Bye.